So far, we've talked about the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Reds. Now, the Phillies, they had a really good offseason, in my opinion. I could be a little bit biased, but I feel Didi Gregorius is a really good stick, solid one-year contract track for him. Hits a lot of pull homers, and Citizens Bank Park has a short right porch. I think he's going to fit in really well in Philadelphia. They also added Zack Wheeler, 78 overall live series last year. He's going to slot in as their number 2 behind Aaron Nola. So if maybe you can get Arrieta to bounce back a little bit, pitch a little bit more like he did in 2018. If you could just get 160 innings out of Jake Arrieta and Aaron Nola and Zack Wheeler, pitch like a 1 and 2 should pitch at the top of a rotation, they could have a pretty good year, man. I mean, there's upside with this team. I like the additions. They also added Joe Girardi as their new manager. They added Bryan Price to be their pitching coach, and those are the big changes that need to be made. This team gave up over 250 home runs last year. Pitching was their Achilles heel. Once Andrew McCutchen got hurt, it seemed like the whole team slowly but surely kind of just fell apart. He's going to be healthy for opening day. There's a couple different ways that this could go about with the Phillies. I like Scott Kingery as the long-term second baseman for this team, but he's most likely going to play third base with Jean Segura playing second base. I have Adam Hazley in center field on opening day, but what they could do at some point is put Scott Kingery in center, Jean Segura at second, and you could see Alec Bohm get called up at some time this season. Bohm is the #1 third baseman prospect in all of Major League Baseball right now. So the Phillies, although they have a lot of talent right now, they also have more on the way, but they got some work to do because this division's loaded. The Nationals are going to come back. They're going to be good. The Braves are going to be really good. Again, of course, their young players are only going to get better. The Mets, if they could get out of their own way, could be a really good team. So the Phillies, even right now, as it stands with all this talent, and I think they had a good offseason, they're still probably 3rd or 4th in this division unless someone else steps up and gets better. And that's all going to come down to the pitching staff. They need Arrieta to have a bounce back year. They need Nick Pivetta to figure it out. They need Zach Eflin to be more consistent. They need a couple guys in this bullpen to step up. Sir Anthony Dominguez is coming back. Hector Neris is coming off of a pretty solid year. Victor Arano is a young guy with good talent. I thought it would have really made sense for this team to go out and offer a contract to someone like Dylan Betances, who was just sitting around. He's coming back off an injury, just looking for a 1-year deal, kind of a prove-it contract. Thought this was the perfect spot for him. He ended up in New York with the Mets. David Robertson already on the 60-day DL to start the season. Just a flop of a contract. They got him for a pretty good price, and then he got hurt just 2 appearances into the season last year. Haven't seen him since, and it's not looking good now. Adam Morgan, Jose Alvarez, and Austin Davis will be the lefties. And yeah, the pitching staff needs to step up. It really does. Nola's a horse. He's going to get you 200 innings, 200 strikeouts. Zack Wheeler, you know all about him. He's going to be the 2. He could potentially pitch above that. He's got all the stuff in the world to break out. They're going to have to add if guys don't step up. But if guys don't step up, I don't see any reason why they would add anyway. So they're going to need guys to step up. But I really did like their offseason. New shortstop, new manager, new starting pitcher towards the top of the rotation, new pitching coach. They addressed some needs. They got Andrew McCutchen coming back. This is how the lineup's going to go. We're going to go McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Romuto, Didi Gregorius, Scott Kingery, and Adam Hazley, with Roman Quinn, Logan Forsythe, Nick Williams, Jay Bruce, and Josh Harrison on the bench. They also added Neil Walker this offseason, so he's an option on the bench, but I wanted to highlight Roman Quinn because he's someone that, again, if he could stay healthy, he could maybe do some damage. I like the Josh Harrison pickup. He's got history with Andrew McCutchen. Jay Bruce, they picked him up in a trade last year with the Mariners. Nick Williams, maybe someone that they could move. Still has some upside, some good potential, but I don't see him playing here. And then Logan Forsythe, the guy who hits lefties well, he's going to be on our bench as well. So let's do it, guys. 1 ranked seasons game with the Philadelphia Phillies. What do you guys think about the Phillies in the comment section down below? They need some things to go their way if they're really going to compete for a playoff spot this year, but they got all the talent in the world. They just need a couple of guys to step up, maybe add a little bit to this team. They got to go over the luxury tax. They've set themselves up to do so. Owners got plenty of money. We'll see how it plays out. The NL East is going to be crazy this year. Also, guys, Warning Track Power beanies will be in the merch store if they're not already. Link is in the description. All right, we got Zach Eflin on the mound against Clayton Kershaw and a squad of 99. All right, we're taking him to CBP. He's got a 262 and 217 record. Let's play. Why does it look like there's sun? Oh no, I think, well, it still looks pretty good. I think we're good. I always play with overcast on to get rid of the sun glare. I don't know if maybe I put it on partly cloudy by accident. That'll be gone quick though either way, but overcast usually takes care of that. I don't know what I did wrong. Pop him up, Didi. You get a chance to make a play. Oh-2 on Griffey. He fouls off a curveball. It'll be 0-2. Let's get this cutter in on his hands. Taking off for third. He shoots it foul. He would have been safe easily. Very aggressive here in the first inning. Trying to take third with nobody out. We'll go slider down and in back foot. Fouls it off again. Get hose! He'll run on JT Realmuto in the first inning for. That's my catcher. A 2-2 curveball backdoor, and he's going to chop it back to Eflin. That'll be routine. 2 down. Pop to go get that one, Didi. I'll take that one, Didi. My man. My man. Didi hit like 10 home runs off of me playing blitzball a couple weeks ago in Tampa, but I did get him once.
Ooh, that's nasty. 1 out.
Andrew McCutcheon, I was just under it. I was looking for that thigh high get me over fastball first pitch, but I dropped my PCI like a loser. Hard ground ball to second base, slider up. Segura's that's 2 quick outs. Bang, bang. Now Bryce all over one. Sinker right out over the plate, and he lines out to Griffey and left. All right. That was an incredibly fast inning. That back foot slider. Chop it. Thank you. Right to first base. Reese will make the play. Sweaty. Whoo. 3-1 fastball. I tested him. He smoked it. Adam Hazley makes the play. 2 outs. We caught a break there. Check swing pop up on the infield. Quick flip. Segura bang. 1, 2, 3 inning. We got 9 up, 9 down. All right, 5-pitch walk to Hoskins to lead off the inning. Brings up Realmuto. This is another card I've kind of struggled with this year. Timing felt good there. I think it was a little off the end of the bat. And we strand a runner in scoring position. We go to the 3rd inning now. It was a quick 2 innings. Trout's going to fly out to right center. Again, that one was a little bit off the end of the bat as well. 1 down. Way too much plate. Oh boy. Wow, Bryce flagged it. That's my Gold Glove finalist. And Kershaw flies out to center. He got 9 out, 9 down on his part. He did have the 1 hit, got thrown out stealing though. 9 batters through 3, nothing to show for it. Let's win the 3rd inning. We got Hazley, Eflin, top of the order. No sir, we held up. Got to make him throw some pitches here. Kershaw only at 21 here in the 3rd. Very quick 1st inning. Bleed. You owe me one. You owe me one. Ah, okay. All right. Not today. Not today. See if we can get a little pitcher cheese here before the top of the order. Zack Eflin down for a knock. Let's let the top of the order go to work. Bang! Down the line! You gotta go, Eflin. You gotta get down, Eflin! He's saved! That's huge! And there's 2 on with 1 out for Segura. 3-1, Harper on deck. Ball 4. Checked our swing on the sinker. They'll be loaded for Bryce. Sinker missed. It's 3-2. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's not deep enough. Boo. Checked our swing. 2-1. 3-1. He's got to throw a striker. I might take all the way, unless it's right down the middle. Unless It's right down the middle. Reese Hoskins. No way. I was all over that. That's Lindor. Lindor gonna fly out to. Oh, wow, I'm still mad at that swing. The ground ball on the right side that will not sneak through, and it'll be the second out of the inning. Same spot. Swings through it. Strike three. His only hit of the game through four was that blooper to lead things off. Nothing since. We got Real Muto leading it off. We need a knock. Man, I can't believe we went to the wall with the bases loaded. Curveball out over the plate, fouled it back, extending the at-bat here with JT. Didi, ground ball back up the middle. That's a base knock. We'll have 2 on with nobody out. I was thinking about going hit and run there, but he missed by too much for me to swing at it. But that's okay. Oh, I want to see that feedback right now. Slider out over the plate. It will not get through the infield, and what an incredible play. The backhand in the hole, threw it from the grass, and we strand a runner in scoring position again. We go to the 5th. It's too much play. He saws it off to left. All right, he's got a runner on with 1 out now. The late OK single to drop. It'd be nice if I could get one of those with a runner on. Don't you dare. Wow. 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 Ground ball. Trout fouls that back. 2 sliders in a row. Pop up a fastball. Take a seat! All right, he steals second base. So there's 2 in scoring position now. It'll be 1-2 on Piazza. Back to the slider again. Strong throw. Got him! He thought he was going to go. He strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Andrew McCutcheon! Goodbye! It's about time. Now, Segura line drive back up the middle for a knock. That's 2 straight hits. Harper coming up. All right. 0-1. Not late on that one, though. Rips it up the middle. That's 4 straight hits. We're going to send everybody up, and everyone will be saved. That will not be deep enough to score them. Well, we threw it up the line. I should have went. All right, Scott, I need a 2-out knock from you. We got underneath of that fastball. Sadly, my camera cut off right there, so we got to go to the voiceover action here with the bases loaded. Scott Kingery with an RBI single out the right. Everyone moves up 90 feet. That'll put another run on the board. It's 3-0. Adam Hazley steps in now. Still bases loaded with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Kershaw at 87 pitches in the 5th, and that ball smoked out the right. All over it, looking for that sinker in, and again, everyone moves up 90 feet. It's an RBI single. Still got the bases loaded. Brings up Logan Forsythe. He led off this inning pinch hitting with an out, and this time he absolutely mashes a line drive right at the shortstop. That would have scored 2 easy. Instead, we leave them loaded. We do get 4, though. It's a productive inning, but man, that could have been a massive inning. Into the top of the 6th now. We bring Sir Anthony Dominguez out of the bullpen. He's got Mike Piazza leading it off, and Piazza out to right will be the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper makes the play out there and right Gold Glove finalist last year. Tony Gwynn going to come in now with 1 out, and he rips one out to right. This ball was hit a little bit better, but Bryce will make the play again. It's a nice play out there. Tony Gwynn hit that ball pretty hard. My opponent in this one was very inconsistent. He was either completely swinging over top of balls or he was smashing the ball, hitting it hard. Next man up, Francisco Lindor with 2 outs. He as well hits a ball hard. That was one of few times in this game where he actually hit the ball hard, consecutive at-bats. Nothing to show for it. He's got 3 hits, a couple loud outs. Nothing doing so far. We're going to try and keep tacking on. With 1 out, Gene Segura going to poke a single out the right field. That'll put a runner on first for Bryce Harper with 1 out, and Harper down the line. We were a little late, but we barreled it up. Gives us 2nd and 3rd. He walked the next batter to load the bases, and then JT Realmuto Rolls into a double play, and we leave them loaded again. We're up to 11 hits. We've left the bases loaded 3 different times now. We've left over 10 runners on base. We have a couple walks, 11 hits. We've had runners on the entire game. Just can't seem to get one of those barrels with runners on to get into a gap or get up over the wall. But the good thing is we've been pitching in this one. Quick inning on the other half brings us to the bottom of the 7th. Got Kingery in against Luis Avalon, and that's ripped back up the middle. See what I'm saying? Every good swing I've had in this game has been a low line drive. Nothing really finding any gaps. Can't seem to get one in the air for a homer, but we're all over them. We go hit and run here with Adam Hazley, and he smacks one out the left. That was a pretty good barrel as well, but we're going to have to retreat back to first base with Sky Kingery. We'll bring Josh Harrison off the bench to hit. We were just a hair under that ball. Not missed by much. He pitches out here, worried about me trying to move up in the scoring position, trying to find a gap. Josh Harrison could give us our 5th run if he finds a gap. Instead, I reach for one down and away. That'll be a ground ball to shortstop. He gets the lead runner at second, and again, we strand runners on base. Bottom of the 8th now. Eddie Murray. A little jam job, ground ball back up the middle. He finds a hole. He did not hit that ball hard at all, but he gets a runner on first for Bregman, and here we go, chat. Alex Bregman again did not get that ball at all, but it finds a spot in right center field, puts runners on the corners with nobody out, and Mike Trout, right on cue, is going to hit a home run. Soft ground ball single, blooper drops in the center, and it's followed up by a 3-run homer, and we have ourselves a 1-run game just like that. One thing we haven't been able to do this game is score runs in bunches, leaving a lot of runners on, and even that rally we had where we scored 4 runs, a lot of those base hits, we just couldn't seem to find a gap, get more than 1 run at a time, but we still have the lead. Joe Morgan flies out to right. Harper got a lot of action in the field in this one. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up Francisco Lindor with 2 outs, and he's going to pop it up on the infield. Again, my opponent's pitch selection in this game was not good. He was either taking completely ugly swings or he was getting hits. There was not very much in between. A few loud outs sprinkled in there, but if he made contact, it seemed to get down. Other than that, he wasn't making a lot of swings. Andrew McCutcheon in the bottom half, trying to get a little bit of insurance, get those runs back. He lines out the dead center. That ball was smoked. Later in the inning, Bryce Harper comes up with 2 outs, nobody on, and he's going to fly out the center. We were underneath of that ball. We dropped the PCI. We're going to take our 1-run lead into the 9th. We need 3 outs to win the game. Hits are 12-6. We got to go to Adam Morgan because the Phillies don't have any good lefties, and of course, the first at-bat of the inning, Griffey goes lefty-lefty. What do I got to do to get a home run in this game, man? My heavens. Next batter is Roberto Alomar. He's going to hit that one off the end of the bat right at Rhys Hoskins at first base for the first out of the inning. Brings up Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 3 to this point. He swings through that fastball, makes it 2-2. Cannot believe this game is tied. We were in the driver's seat all the way through. We got another strikeout there on Bellinger, who's 0 for 4 against the Phillies pitching staff. Eddie Murray in now, who's 2 for 3, 3-2 count, and he's going to hit a fly ball out the center. We jammed him there. Adam Hazley makes the play, and that'll do it for the top of the 9th. We're going to have a chance to win this game in the bottom half. Hoskins, Real Muto leading this thing off. Hoskins is 1 for 2. He also had that deep fly ball to the wall with the bases loaded earlier where we very well could have had a grand slam. And an 0-2 count, he's going to get on top of that one. That pitch down and away to the righties, I was over top of that the whole game. But look at this anime. I knew something was off. I mean, Lindor probably makes this play behind the third baseman, but the ball completely changes directions and just finds his glove. I just thought that was weird. It seemed like everything that could go wrong in this game, once that Trout homer happened, did. Romuto comes in next, and that's a good squared fastball right down the pipe, and we hit it right at Ken Griffey Jr. in left field. That ball was absolutely diced. 101 off the bat. It was right down the pipe. Didi Gregorius comes up next. He's going to fly out to left. We got jammed on that one. That'll do it for the inning. So nothing doing in the bottom of the 9th. We go to the 10th where Alex Bregman hits that ball pretty well out center field, but he was a hair underneath of it. Flies out for the first out. Next man up, Mike Trout. He's also going to fly out to center. A hair underneath of it. Hit those balls pretty well, but you can just tell by the swing that it just wasn't quite there. Next up, Mike Piazza again. A hair underneath of it, and 3 fly balls, 3 up, 3 down in the 10th. We're going to have a chance to walk it off in the bottom half, but we didn't do anything. Kingery Hazley pitcher spot came up. I had to keep Neris in the game. I was out of bench bats, and Neris is really the only good reliever I have left, so I was going to try and get an extra inning of work from him, and we do just that. We didn't score in the bottom of the 10th. In the top of the 11th, Hector Neris goes out there, gets us 3 more outs, pushes it to the bottom of the 11th, still tied. We got Gene Segura up with 1 out. McCutcheon grounded out to lead off the inning. Now Segura, who's 2 for 4, is going to make it 3 for 5. It's a single out to right that drops in for a hit, and it'll bring up Bryce Harper. In a 3-2 count, he hangs the changeup. I wanted that pitch back bad. I was sitting dead red fastball with Kimbrough on the mound, 62 speed at first. And again, just a hair under that ball. Definitely under it, though. We fly out the center field for the second out, brings up Rhys Hoskins, and I was power swinging here. As you can see, once again, fastball right out over the plate. We barreled it, we power swung, and he hit it right at Ken Griffey Jr. I just can't seem to get a ball in the air, man. All my good swings are low line drives. I just can't seem to get a homer. And right on cue, we line out to end the bottom of the 11th. First batter in the top of the 12th hits a home run out to left center. Cody Bellinger was 0 for 4 to that point. He gets one to land in row 1 in left center field. JT Realmuto in the bottom half leading it off is going to get an infield single. He beats that out. And then Didi Gregorius. I want you guys to look at this feedback. I was raging at this point in the game. I kind of wish I had the face cam footage because it probably was hilarious. But yeah, I don't understand how this is okay contact. Can someone please explain that to me? I just don't get it. 5-4 is the score. We got that runner on first. Kingery ended up coming up. In a 0-1 count, I tried to get that runner in scoring position, and I was so frustrated from the Didi swing. At this point in the game, honestly, I had mentally checked out. It's so late in the year, man. I'm ready for MLB The Show 20, and this was just one of those games. Everything that could go wrong did. From the moment that Eddie Murray ground ball squeaked through the middle of the infield, which was followed up by that Mike Trout homer later in the inning, it just seemed like everything that could possibly go wrong did. And we lose that game by a score 5-4. We really didn't have any business losing that one, but we were outgunned with the cards. Our opponent stepped up late, had some pretty good swings, and we just couldn't get the job done. So I'll be back with another 2020 team build tomorrow. If you guys want to see that, hit the thumbs up down below. Sorry I choked this one away. I really did try my best. I mean, I feel like I had a ton of swings there in the backstretch of that game. That could have been, I mean, that Hoskins swing could have been a homer. That Realmuto swing could have been a homer. The Didi Gregorius swing right there in the 12th with a runner on base absolutely could have been hit harder than that. Just didn't go our way. It is what it is. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Franchise, it's an unnecessary argument and debate. I think we finally have our middle ground. Pay attention to this one keynote.
You can create your own online league with your friends.
Oh, cool.
You can even make house rules. Change the number of players, postseason bracket style. You can even use your diamond.